Hi, my name is David Richard. Gracie LeBlanc asked me to speak about her as a player, as a recommendation for college. I was Gracie's coach for 2 years when she played for Seacoast United. She played for me as a U15 and U16 age player. I've been coaching for Seacoast United since 2010, and I've coached teams ranging from U10 to U21. I also coached at the college level for 5 years. I have 3 daughters, 2 of which have played in college. I mentioned that because I feel as though I have a great perspective of what it takes to be a successful, sought-after player who will contribute to the team. When I think about the characteristics of an athlete, they are synonymous with Gracie. Let me explain. Physical fitness. Gracie didn't just rely on the training on the pitch. She sought after a personal trainer to help her with soccer-specific training to work on strength, speed, agility. I was witness to the improvements over time as I coached her. Nutrition and wellness. With the personal training she received, she also focused on nutrition and wellness. She created healthy eating habits, proper hydration, and the appropriate level of rest and recovery. Let's be honest, we're talking about a high school age player focusing on her diet so she can perform at the top of her game. In my 14 years of coaching at Seacoast, there have been very few players who I know had that level of commitment to the sport. Gracie's work ethic was second to none. During training, she was 100% present, asking questions, engaging in the sessions. She wanted to understand the why she was getting trained the way she was. Her commitment to training and matches was fantastic. Her mental toughness was first rate. Determination, resilience, focus, and the ability to handle pressure were several of the characteristics I witnessed many times in the 2 years I coached Gracie. She adapted, learned on the field and from her teammates and from the opposing team. She looked for advantages. How might we be able to adapt our play to expose weaknesses in our opponents? She shared with those during halftime discussions. Skill-wise, Gracie was solid. She could play the ball with any part of her body, was fantastic heading the ball, great at distribution, whether it was a pass on the ground or a 30-yard pass in the air. She communicated on the field, providing guidance, direction, and encouragement. When not in the game, which didn't happen very often, or for a long period of time, she still provided support. When I think of Gracie, one word stands out, and that word is determined. Gracie demonstrated her commitment to herself as an athlete, to the team as a valued teammate, and to me as the coach, as a player I could count on. I recommended Gracie to train up with our academy teams and heard nothing but praise from the coaches. I highly recommend Gracie. She's a fantastic individual, an outstanding soccer player, from diet to personal commitment to work ethic, on and off the field. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Rob Myers. I'm the varsity girls soccer coach at Guilford High School in Guilford, New Hampshire, and I'm here taping this for Gracie LeBlanc, one of my players from Gilmanton, New Hampshire, who attends Guilford High School. Just start out by talking a little bit about Gracie as a student at the high school. Very conscientious student, hard worker, puts her all into education and soccer. She's a member of National Honor Society. She's in the Unified Club, Spanish Club, and Gardening Club. Just a great kid involved in a lot of activities. I've been lucky enough to have Gracie for 3 years on the varsity team. She came in as a freshman and right away started at one of our center back positions. Incredible footwork, great on and off the ball, good communicator on the field, and does just a really good job of directing our defense. Little recap of the last 3 years. We've had a pretty strong program. Gracie came in and started as a freshman with, I think, 2 seniors and a junior in the back line. Right away, she was a starting center back and had a great relationship with a senior who was really fast, and the two of them worked together going out of the back. And Gracie fit right in. The impressive thing is over the next 2 years, we basically turned over the defense 3 times in 3 years. Her sophomore year, she started with a pretty much brand new back line and a new goalie had come in. We were lucky enough to have a goalie and Gracie who both had good control, so we could work the ball back to the goalie and work the ball forward. And I think that just shows Gracie's versatility. Whatever we ask her to do or whatever we can do back there, she will do, and it relieves a lot of pressure on the team on the field. Same thing happened her junior year. She came back, another new keeper. A sophomore was in the center back position with her, but she took control and really organized a new group on the defense and did really, really well. Good communicator on the field. Gracie plays the game from end to end. Stat-wise, in 3 years, she's scored, 22 goals with 13 assists out of the back, and just does a great job of going forward. One of the things I really appreciate with Gracie is when she goes forward, you can see her on the field communicating with the other backs of their coverage, their responsibility, as she's in the offensive end. And if you watch any of the tapes, when the ball comes back, she's the first one to be hustling back to get back on the defensive end. Just a really hard worker. In 3 years, Gracie's started every game. I think, and I will point it out, the only time, as I was thinking about this, the only time she's been off the field, I believe, in the 3 years is in the finals 2 years ago in 2022. Gracie got a yellow card. New Hampshire rules say you have to come off the field. And I know it sounds funny to bring that up, but it's a yellow card that really helped win us the game because the ref made a bad call. Everybody thought the ball was going out. And if you watch the tape, a lot of our players are pointing and kind of figuring out what's going on. Gracie kept her head about her, and as the young lady on the other team was about to take a direct kick from about 19 yards out, Gracie stepped in front of the ball to slow the play down. So yes, it was a yellow card, but it's just a heads-up play because she saw that there was basically an unopposed shot going in on the net, and she stepped in front of it and slowed the play down and really gave the team a chance to get back. And that kind of sums up how Gracie plays the game, just very aware of everything going on the field. One other thing I would bring up is Gracie's always been in great soccer shape. She can play the game for the full 80 minutes of a high school game, end to end. She came back her junior year, and in 7 years of coaching a varsity team, I've never seen a young lady come back I've seen girls come back in shape or in better shape. Gracie came back her junior year in shape as usual, but it literally changed her body type and her body mass. Came back much stronger on the top, much better shape, going one-on-one with some players, and just became a dominant defender in New Hampshire. Can't really say enough about her qualities for our team. She was a captain last year. I expect her to be a captain this year in 2024. And just a hard-working kid. Be great for any program. If you do have any questions, I'm sure Grace will be able to get you my contact information.